GSC has now revealed most of what is coming in Stalker 2 Update 2.0, but several important questions remain unanswered. I was originally planning to create a complete preview of the update, but simply repeating GSC's announcement would add very little. Instead, I've asked our community what they actually wanted me to investigate. From the feedback so far, the response was clear. A-Life remains the biggest concern, the limited distance at which NPCs become fully active around the player. Performance stuttering, console image quality, combat AI, and mutant behavior were also repeatedly mentioned. This feedback has changed the video's purpose. Rather than explaining what GSC has promised, I want to focus on what Update 2.0 still needs to prove. The first mystery involves this screenshot of the new binoculars. It appears to show an NPC at approximately 127 meters, suggesting the current 100-meter range may have been increased. However, the small red range marker appears slightly to the left of the NPC. If the binoculars measure the exact point beneath that marker, the 127-meter reading could be coming from the terrain behind or beside him. Foliage may not interrupt the measurement either. This is another possible explanation. Community testing suggests NPCs can become active at approximately 100 meters, but remain active for slightly longer as the player moves away. Therefore, an NPC already loaded into the online state could remain visible at around 120 meters without the initial activation range actually changing. The rangefinder may also update systematically, or it could calculate the distance through the NPC's detection box rather than the red marker. A single screenshot can't tell us if this is correct. More importantly, visibility, activation range, and deactivation distance are not automatically the same measurement. On Thursday, I will test when NPCs first appear, when they begin behaving normally, and how far away they remain active as I retreat. The third story concerns the zones changing color. Update 2.0 appears greener, brighter, and more vibrant. Some players believe this better represents the real Chornobyl Exclusion Zone, where nature has continued to reclaim areas abandoned by humans. The original games were not permanently grey either. Shadow Chornobyl and Clear Sky could be surprisingly colourful. However, Call of Pripyat and modern experiences such as Anomaly and Gamma established a colder, more colourless experience that many players now associate with authentic Stalker. That explains much of this disagreement. Some players want a more realistic and naturally beautiful zone. Others understand that the real location is green, but still prefer the bleak, artistic identity of the games and mods they remember. Colour does not automatically destroy the atmosphere. A beautiful environment can make the invisible dangers hiding inside it even more unsettling. The real test is whether Update 2.0 maintains enough contrast between clear weather, storms, fog, emissions, dark interiors, and the different regions of the zone. Players can reduce saturation, but that changes every colour, not only vegetation. Ideally, the new lighting will preserve vibrant anomalies, rusted machinery, and faction equipment without making the entire landscape appear unnaturally bright. There are three of the biggest discussions surrounding Update 2.0. On Thursday, promotional footage and speculation will no longer matter. We will finally be able to measure what has generally changed. I still plan to cover videos this week. They might be shorter, the cost of whole playthrough to capture, but I plan to put 0 ads on the video as it plays. Expansion review and 2.0 video as promised, then a short break for me over the weekend. If you missed the previous updates, they're on screen now.